Joined by Kwaku Frimpong after the game. Enfield Town 2, Carshalton 1. Tough loss in the end today, Kwaku, because you initially had them on the back foot halfway through the first half, and that goal just before half time kind of set you back a fair bit, didn't it?
Yeah, I thought the boys put a good effort out there first half. Most of the second half we did the same, but today it was just those small details that killed us. For both their goals, these small details where I wouldn't say we switched off, but just reacting to things a bit quicker. That was the difference in this game. They're a good side, they're good at what they do, they're physical. I thought we matched them well. We had, like you said, we had them on the back foot in the first half, but it's just the details, the quality that we need to get into, and making those silly mistakes, we need to cut that out.
And did their style of play surprise you a bit? Because I was quite surprised at how direct they played. They had a lot of big guys to aim at on set pieces in particular.
Yeah, to be fair, before the game, Pete told us what to expect, and that's why he came into the side as well, because to win some aerial battles, he told us they like to play route one a lot. They're physical, they want to bully us. But I felt we dealt with that well. Considering how we like to play football a lot. But today we had to fight, and I think we did that. But just came on stuck and unlucky. But we go again on Saturday.
Okay, and obviously, was that your fourth game today, I think, for Carshalton, is it? Something like that.
Yeah,
fourth or fifth, anyway. You enjoying your time here?
100%. Great place to be under the management of Pete, Keith, Alberto, and the lads are brilliant in there. I'm really enjoying it.
And I mean, I think I'd say you've become a pretty firm favourite of the fans already, because your style of play is quite tenacious. So, I mean, just for the people who don't know much about you, can you give us a bit of your background? I know you've come from AFC Wimbledon, so...
Yeah, to be fair, when I was little, I was at Crystal Palace, but then I got released at a young age, and then I was just at Sunday League level. Then I got scouted for Wimbledon at 16s, under 16s, got my scholar, and I've been there since. So, yeah, that's it. Everything's been... I'll say my football career has been just a lot self-driven, if you know what I mean. Like, I've had to work hard to get into the position I am today.
Okay, well, I mean, as I said, I think you're making quite an impression here already. Obviously, you got your first goal for the club at the weekend, not the right result, but going to be looking, I mean, obviously your main role is to break play up a bit in midfield, but it's still going to be looking for those opportunities to get forward.
Yeah, no, it's always a bonus to score, you know. I can do a little cheeky dance for the fans as well, but it's, as long as the team win, that's my main role. That's my main role. Break up play, make sure that we're consistently attacking, and I'm happy with that.
Right, joined by Alberto after the Enfield game. Disappointing finish. Got off to a good start again. They pegged you back like just before half time, which is a bit of a, not ideal, of course. But how would you sum up the game? From a sort of, I mean, defensively, obviously things are a lot more solid this time at least. But how would you sum up the game generally?
The thing is, you can't fault the effort from the players today. I mean, that kind of performance, effort, work rate wins you the game on Saturday. So the cliche is we come up against a very well organised side. They're on fantastic form, and if I'm being perfectly honest, we cause them a lot of problems. And not many teams will cause them as many problems as we have. And we started well, first 10-15 minutes, and that's what we said to the lads. We started so well. Then it's just little moments where we lost a little bit of focus. You can see on the first one that we conceded, should have cleared our lines a lot better. And the second one, even the striker, fouls, just admit it's kind of mishit it, toe putt, and then it's kind of gone in. However, putting that to the side, we've got to be more clinical in the final third. We created enough chances to at least get something out of the game. And but frustrating and disappointing, but I can't fault of the work rate and effort the boys put in today. Was something that we expect the Carshalton team to do week in, week out.
And I was talking to Kwaku earlier on about how direct a style of play they had, and they really did have quite an aerial threat. They had a lot of big guys to throw in at set pieces. I mean, had you prepared specifically for that?
Absolutely, we know a lot about Enfield, and we know a lot about a lot of teams within this unit. I mean, they've got two fantastic players, especially up front with Cass and Fowl. They shouldn't really be at this level. You can see, in terms of their ability, and we knew what they were doing, and we managed that very well. Apart from, like I said, a bit of a lack of focus and concentration in 2 or 3 moments, which we should have done a bit better. But the boys know that, and going forwards, we need to perform like we did today and just tidy up one or two of the mistakes, and just get a positive outcome at the end of the game.
And still hopeful then that you can get into those playoff positions if you can keep this level of commitment and play going forward.
Absolutely. That's minimum requirement. We set a target with the boys, and however we need to start getting points. That's enough of potentially this, potentially that. We've had the wrong side of the green. Now we've got to start getting points, getting any kind of win, really. We're not desperate for wins, but we know we're capable of actually going and getting a bit of a momentum now. We've done very well just past the last two games. We've done very well getting 3 wins on the trot, and we're capable of doing that, and we just need to get more of a run of wins, more than 3. So
okay, well, let's hope that's coming. Thanks, Alberto.
Indeed, thank you very much.
Cheers, thanks. Okay, been joined here after the game by Andy Leese, who's the Enfield town manager. Thanks for joining us, Andy.
Pleasure.
You guys have been scoring for fun recently, so did Carshalton give you a tougher game than you might have expected?
Yeah, we've become the great entertainers, haven't we? Much to my disappointment with the amount of goals we concede. But yes, they did, and I thought they dominated the first half hour. They came out with a real intent. They hit their front men early. Harry Ottaway doing what he does, and there were lots of runners off him, and we struggled first half hour. And I think it was only some of the tasty challenges going in that sort of changed the tempo of the game and gave us a little bit of a kick up the backside, because absolutely dominated the half, and we scored at a good time, and we were able to sort of reset at half time.
And your first goal came, not directly from a set piece, but sort of after a melee, after a set piece. Is that some? I mean, you've got some big guys in your side. Is that a sort of an area you look to score goals from on a regular basis?
Yeah, we have got some height in the team, and we possess a couple of weapons with a long throw, and like most teams, we have corner routines. But I think what happened, we were really brave, Rian Bray, and he went down, but then Jake Cass kept the ball alive, not once but twice. Looked like it had gone out, and last person I expected was Nathan Smith to come and rattle one in, but it came at a good time for us. Otherwise, I thought Carshalton absolutely dominated the first half and took the wind out of the sails a little bit, I think.
And you mentioned Jake Cass. Obviously, you just brought him in fairly recently from Bishop Stortford. Got a dual scoring threat now with your main man Mo File, obviously getting another one today. But is that? I mean, you, I guess, really have become the main contenders to Worthing at the moment. Is that sort of getting Jake in? Is that sort of your final push, if you like?
Not necessarily. No. There's probably another area of the pitch that I'm not particularly or overly happy with. So we may still do some more business in that regard. But yeah, very kind of you to say. But I think the league table tells its own story. We think we're contenders. I see everything's gone probably the way of the form tonight, hasn't it? Apart from Folkestone maybe losing out. But that's where we see ourselves. Didn't bring Cass in to kind of outscore everyone, but he's been a fabulous addition. I keep saying it. I'm amazed a player like that became available, but we were able to do good business really quickly. And him and Mo complement each other. I've got Adam Cunnington as well. Last Tuesday we were here. We played all 3 of them together. So we believe we've got some real firepower. But as you said earlier about scoring goals, I'd like to tighten up at the other end if I can. We've gone from having a very good goals against record to one that's not so great. So, but we've done better tonight. I thought we nullified Carshalton's threat second half really well. So,
I mean, you said about conceding goals. It seems to be the way of the division this year. I mean, Worthing score a lot and concede a lot. Lewis can score a lot, concede a lot. Is that?
Well, I have a theory. I think the art of defending is fast dying. At most levels, and I'm disappointed. I'm a bit old school like that. I defence first. And but I think there's an awful lot of that going on. I mean, look at your game Saturday was 5-4, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit unusual for Carshalton.
We went to Cray and it was 4-4. But there's an awful lot of that going on. But I think the expansive styles of a number of the teams in the division means that you're going to get lots of space left at the back. Teams with full backs getting very high. I think you did it first half. The right back getting on leaves a big space behind. I just think that style of play comes with the risks. And there are a number of teams playing that way. Kingstonian played that way on Saturday. and I think that's why you're seeing probably a lot of goals. I think teams will go and take advantage of it. So that's my theory. I might be completely wrong, but that's how I'm viewing it at the moment.
Well, the stats seem to prove it, don't they? So, and have you? I presume you've still got to play Worthing at some point. I don't know when.
Yes, at the end of February. Yeah.
Okay. What, here or there?
No, there. We drew 2-2 here in a cracking game, but we've got to go there 26th of Feb, I think it is. So yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Okay.
We've played most of the top 5, so I think our fixture list starts to. There's no easy games, but it looks a bit. How can I put it? Looks a bit calmer waters. We're not playing all the top sides. We've got through most of those. So yeah, but that will be a big one for sure. That will be a big one for sure.
All right. Well, thanks for talking. So good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Cheers, then.
Thank you.